Hey, what's up? I'm Holly, the homebody from Central Virginia, and I'm here to bring you a buyer tip. So, let's talk about buying a house, right? It is on your radar. It's something that you dream of. It's the American dream, of course. So, what do we do to buy a house? And so many people are just lost when it comes to this, and it's okay. It is absolutely okay to feel lost, to be lost, and all that kind of stuff. The important thing is, number one, find an agent. So if you're in the Central Virginia area, which is anywhere from like Ashland, Montpelier to the Fredericksburg area, Louisa to the Northern Neck, that would be me. So I am your real estate gal pal to show you all things Central Virginia, and I'm here for this buyer tip. So, how do you buy a house? I mean, so many people ask that question, right? I mean, there's a myth that goes around that you need a 20% down payment to buy a house. Keyword myth. Yes, it helps. It also depends on the loan type. A lot of the times, first-time home buyers are going to do an FHA loan or a USDA loan. And thankfully, within the Central Virginia, we have tons of areas that accept USDA loans. A USDA loan is a 0% down payment. When you have a 0% down payment, that usually means your budget is going to be a little bit lower because you are financing everything. When you have an FHA loan, that is typically gets confused with the first-time homebuyer program. There's really not necessarily a program for a first-time homebuyer, but there are definitely different things out there like grants and all of that. But an FHA loan is a 3.5% down payment. So you would take the purchase price and times that by 3.5%. All right, let's get on with the tip, right? So we know that we have, our USDA loan or FHA loan. And then if you're a veteran, of course, then you have a VA loan. Now, each loan has its own stipulations and regulations. You can't make over a certain amount of money for certain loans and things like that. And, have to choose the area correctly and all that. But that is why you need a real estate agent to help guide you and hook you up with a lender. Now, that is going to be your first step. Whether you think you don't have a down payment or maybe you think your credit score isn't at its best right now, the first step is to get with a local lender. And I use that word local very strongly because local lenders might have different programs, might have different grants available to you and different things like that. So it is the best tip that I can give to you is to contact me and then we're going to hook up with a lender. So, like I said, there's a myth. And if you don't think that your credit score is up to par, you might be mistaken. The thing is, how do you know? How do you know? Because different lenders have different requirements and also different lenders provide different types of education and different help for you. Will help you work on your credit if your credit score is a little low. And we're like, you know what? If you can give me a month and we can boost it, say a few points, let's see where we go from there. I have so many people who follow this, who say, okay, you know what? Let's contact the lender. Let's see what we're working with. And I'm battling a cold. But anyway, first step is to get with a lender because you don't know you don't know what to work on if you don't know. So let's figure this out. So the credit score, we can work on that. And then there's maybe you don't have any money issue. While that may be the case, there are still other ways around that. So let's say your rental the lease is going to be up soon and you're like, I don't want to rent for another year. I want to buy a home. I'm ready to do this. Then let's start now. So if your lease is up in the springtime, then right now would be the best time to start that process to figure out, okay, do I need to work on my credit card? Do I have any hidden debts or anything that I didn't know about or judgments or collections, so sometimes those collections are like from LabCorp for $11. Hello. We've all had those, right? So anyway, it might be an easy fix, but you're never going to know until you contact a real estate agent who has a great hook. So whether you want to live in Caroline County, Spotsylvania County, Louisa County, wherever you want to live in the Central Virginia area, thank you for being here so that I can hopefully be the one that helps you. And I hope you found this tip super helpful, that you understand that you never know where you can go until you contact somebody and work with them to see, okay, what are we working with here? What's the big picture look like? So if you found this tip super duper helpful, then make sure you click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss a beat on any other tips and tricks and the freebie giveaways that I do give away. So stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time, Central Virginia.